We still have time. Would you like to take a walk for a while?
It's cold outside. You'll catch a cold with your pretty shoulders bare like that.
I feel hot on the shoulders. The shoulders are too hot to me.
It's dusk, but the leafless treetops remain bright. The trees become their brightest at this time of year. The ground is dark, covered with dead leaves.
I wonder why those trees have shed their leaves so early. There is no need to hurry to be leafless, is there?
Perhaps they wanted to become bright, feel refreshed.
You talk in such a way as to throw a wet blanket on me, but I have finally begun to feel excited and happy. Lovers shouldn't be talking like this.
Do you want fake cheerfulness from me?
No, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I'd rather you act as you feel, because sooner or later I'm going to see your true face, a cheerful face, after we start out on our trip tomorrow. In some distant land we'll be traveling to.
Starting out on a trip tomorrow. Your mother was saying something like that, wasn't she? We're to go to Yokohama by the train that leaves Shimibashi at 8:45 in the morning, then we'll wait for a couple of days in Yokohama. In the meantime, she will run around to get tickets for us to go to Europe, either via the United States or Hong Kong, by express boat and deliver them to us.
We are supposed to spend some time in some strange foreign country until we get permission from my father to marry.
Once, for a while, I was obsessed with the thought of going on a trip.
Do you no longer want to go on a trip?
Well, you see, the trip I had in mind became more and more beautiful, more and more fantastic. I mean, it became a trip that did not require trains and ships. Once in this country, which is fulfilled with falsities, I thought of a country beyond the seas, which is peaceful and orderly, always laden with shiny fruits, the sun always shining. Then trains and ships became just too slow. The way it should be, the moment I think of such a country, that moment I must be in that country. That moment, the fragrance of the fruits I'm imagining must become real. The sunlight I'm dreaming must begin to pour all over me. Otherwise, it would be too late.
Outside, there's no fragrance of fruit, no sunlight. The only thing here is the turnaround for the horse carriages with white gravel standing out in the twilight. There are no fireworks yet. I never thought that the dusk before the ball could be so hushed. But don't you think that if we work on those pebbles where the chilly evening wind blows, we alone will attract the sunlight, we alone will have a waft of the fragrance of fruit? Come, let's go out for work.
Well?
Hisao.
Sir?
I have to have a talk with you. Take a walk later.
Come, let's go out for work.
I have to have a talk with him.
Talk later.
If you insist, you, lady, can take a walk by yourself.
How?
You are polite to ladies, aren't you, Hisao? That habit becomes you perfectly. You are the kind of fellow who can play any role.
Is that what you wanted to talk about with me, sir?
No, I am somewhat disappointed, that's all. I thought you were a little better than just tasting skirts.
I regret you misunderstood me.
Go to some mirror and look closely at your face that has gotten so lax, so cowardly. Look at what the face of a sacred young man looks like. You'll never be satisfied with your face reflected in the mirror.
I know this gentleman's face very well, sir. Judgment of men's faces should be left to women. I wouldn't be associating with him if he did not look gallant.
Akiko.
You once saw a phantom, and you are now looking at him through that phantom. Yes, Hisao was a gallant until this morning. I would even say he embodied a noble feeling. Hatred made him tense. The frost that formed in the morning made him taunt, but it all melted away. Young lady, your friend was a solid man until this morning, but now he's just a woman. You are in love with a woman.
I'm doing this after I've given it adequate thought. No matter what you might say, I won't be bothered by it.
You don't look unbothered to me. Anyway, I'm glad you're at least retrained to toughness of mind to get angry. You have neither courage nor guts, but you still have some embers left to get angry like this. You better treasure that. It may serve you purpose one of those days. When a crack forms between your forced relationship with this young lady and you find out what a woman is like.
You
may insult me, but why should you insult her?
I see it went too far. Forgive me, young lady. Besides, I did not mean to insult Hisao either. Listen, young men are pitiful beings. They swing back and forth between fiery action and ashen despondency, dissatisfied by both. They think they can do anything, then they think they can't do anything. Meanwhile, they manage to be terribly good at filling their stomachs and having a good sleep. Within this day, you reversed yourself from one extreme to the other, without being aware of the contradiction you made.
There's no contradiction.
Being aware of one's contradiction is also a use characteristic. Think about it. Thanks to someone's sweet persuasion, you have decided that there will be no break-in tonight. You have also decided that therefore the man you are aiming to kill won't appear either.
I haven't decided. I believe it. It's a trustworthy testimony of a trustworthy person.
You believe it? I see. I didn't expect to hear that from you, a man who professed not to believe anything. Well then, let me ask you this. You may believe in the trustworthy testimony of a trustworthy person, but where is the source of that testimony? The testimony that the man in question will not appear can only be made by the man himself. Do you believe that the man who you are aiming to kill?
No, I regret this, but I don't.
Is he an outstanding, noble character?
Neither outstanding nor noble. That's why I'm aiming to kill him. You know that.
If that is the case, why did you decide to believe so lightheadedly that you will not appear tonight? Come, why do you think this is worth believing?
You're trying to force me to betray some trusted person.
You were talking more and more strangely. From the outset, you did not believe in anything you said, but you are now talking about trust and betrayal. What's going on here?
I pray of you, please do not torture him like this.
I'm not torturing him. I'm simply asking logical questions. And I'm trying to salvage your lover from a miserable chaos so that he may act a little more logically. Hisao, isn't that true? That you are forcing yourself to believe he'll not appear tonight because you have been overcome by cowardice and you are now praying? May he not appear tonight. May everything proceed in peace, uneventfully, as a pretty occasion.
I'm not a coward.
Yes, sir. That's all I wanted to hear. You are what I thought you were. You are after all a young man with some strong points. Come, you better carry this.
No, you must not accept anything like that.
Young lady, keep your mouth shut and allow him to accept this. Nothing hurts a man's pride worse than a woman's interference in a situation like this.
Is he after all?
Is he after all? Yes, he may be appearing after all. You are, in any case, supposed not to believe him. The doubt you have now makes your reasoning logical. It makes you a rational man. Come, this pistol proves it.
Sao, you must not do such a dangerous thing.
Don't worry, it is not more than proof that he has made his reasoning logical. It is now more than an instrument to salvage him from chaos and brings him back to logic. Young lady, I'll tell you this, that a weapon is the most powerful instrument that gives a man logic, that's all.
Don't worry, Akiko. Thanks to this pistol, I can feel calm.
So you are here before us. Your wife looks so magnificent in Western dress that you feel excited, I dare say.
There's a great deal of talk everywhere because Asako is appearing at tonight's ball in décolletage. We wanted to see her so much we came before our husbands.
She is with Mrs. Datakuji in the ballroom.
Let's go now. We can be great gossips by seeing her before everyone else in Tokyo.
She's so magnificent, so beautiful.
Compared with yourself in a kimono, you look younger by 10 years.
And you look so nice. You look as if you had never worn anything but Western dress.
You are an evil person, don't you think? You are wearing it for the first time, but do it far better than those of us who are supposed to be used to it.
Your husband must be very proud. You have never looked forward to a ball as much as you have tonight, have you?
When you wear that dress, it flows down your body like water. I'm jealous. My water gets sidetracked by stones and rocks.
If you treat me like that, I will feel like a rare animal brought back from a strange land.
You're all here now, so let us have a toast. Bring some wine. You are nervous, very unlike you.
It is fortunate that this was just a glass. We can replace it.
Yes, there are things we can't replace.
Say something for the toast.
This is, after all, the Emperor's holiday. Shall I say, may His Holy Majesty live forever?
The way you say it, it sounds like mockery.
Well, then, let's see. For nothing, toast.